Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sandbox Saturday stream. I am Alex Florez, aka Kamisazi, joined here in voice, mind, body, soul, and image. I don't like that one. We'll skip that one next time. By Lucas is right. Hi, Lucas.
Hey, Alex. I just thought of something. The way you describe me, it reminds me of something from my past, and I kind of feel like Captain Planet now. So, just throwing that out there. Thank you for that. I'm not upset about that.
Anybody got a heart ring or anything? Yeah.
Poor Kwame.
My indefinite leave. What do you mean indefinite leave? No, it had a set date. It
was very specific date.
It was
I even had my notes.
It was a planned vacation.
Yeah.
I got to take a break to spend time with my kids while they're out of school.
Because, family's important and all that.
Family's important. Will the Sandbox Maker's presets be re-enabled in 0.7? I don't believe in 0.7.0, but at some point in 0.7, I believe, is when they're coming back. I don't have a specific version that they're coming back in, but I know that there's people working on that.
Good question.
I look well rested. Thank you. I overslept, so that's probably why that is. Anyway, welcome to the Sandbox stream. Normally on Saturdays, as you may well know, we work on stuff. We build things. We do stuff. This time, we're gonna keep on playing GMAE Game Jam games because I want to, because they're fun, and it's my show, so I can do what I want.
True, you can.
But we do have some news. So there is, and we didn't talk about this last stream. Well, this came out on the 20th. When was the 20th?
I don't know,
I think this article was already out when I started the last stream, but I didn't see that it was already out, so I didn't mention it. The Tower Game Jam has started. Did it technically start? What's the start date? Begins on the 25th. It begins on the 25th, so technically the jam starts on Monday. All right. So the Tower Game Jam, and I'm going to share this link in the chat here. This was tweeted out by the official account, so always make sure that you're following the Sandbox game on Twitter for the latest news. This is a partnership with the Tower franchise, Crazy Defense Heroes, which is a free-to-play tower defense mobile game developed by our mothership company, Animoca Brands. That is a game that you can check out from the link here in the article. But the jam itself is to build specifically tower defense games. So if you want to enter this game jam, you have to build a tower defense game. That is not a small feat. Tower defense games are pretty complicated with mechanics, but between our spawners and the default behaviors that are built into the characters that you can create or get from our marketplace, there's all sorts of possibilities. Keep in mind,
I'm really looking forward to seeing what people put out for that one.
Yeah,
really looking forward to it.
Tower defense games can be really, really interesting, and I'm excited for this one. There's going to be some pretty cool stuff, I'm sure of it. So keep in mind that we did completely open up the publishing of assets now, so you can create a brand new account if you haven't already made one, and immediately start uploading voxel art to the dashboard and publishing it, so that way you can share your games to the gallery. So there's nothing holding you back from joining these game jams now. There's no application, anything. That's right.
No excuse.
Prize pool, first place is 6,000 sand plus 4 the Krazos profile picture NFTs. I'm not familiar with those, actually. I didn't...
I'm not either.
I haven't checked those out. So I don't see a link here for them.
How do you spell that? I'll look it up.
And that's Krazos. Second place is 3,500 sand and 3 Krazos profile picture NFTs. Third place is 2,000 sand and 2 Krazos, and 4th to 10th place each receive 500 sand plus 1 Krazo profile picture NFT. So lots of stuff going around there. Let's see. If participants' wallets are connected to a Crazy Defense Heroes user ID before the result announcement, the top 10 winners can get the Sandbox Game Jam Winners Badge NFT and 399 USD Crazy Defense Heroes in-game item package.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So there's extra stuff. And then for all eligible participants, Crazy Defense Heroes gift 3 Krazos mint passes, and 199 USD Crazy Defense Heroes in-game package items. So there's just like prizes all over the place. Lots and lots of stuff. Deadline for entry is August 14th at 3 p.m. UTC. Submissions, gathering, and voting will take place from August 15th until September 4th, and the results will be announced on September 11th, 2022. That was my great-grandmother's birthday.
You said it's going to be announced on September 11th, 2022? Yep. Okay.
Yep. I don't know if that's a Saturday, because we used to always do the Game Jam award shows, and then we kind of didn't do as many of them because, yeah, it's on a Sunday, so the dates don't always work out. But sometimes it's determined by like partner stuff and what they want to do.
Calendars and schedules and all that whatnot.
Yeah, people's availability, all sorts of crazy things. Let's see. Important entry guidelines. You must use the Game Maker software. Your entry can include assets that you've made, like we just mentioned. It must have some playability like quests and missions. Your entry must be unique and not a direct copy of any existing experiences. Similarities are fine, exact copies are not. So you can't just totally rip off something that Cyberdragon did and, you know, like carefully watch his stream and recreate all the things that he did. You can't do an exact duplicate of somebody else's thing. But, you know, doing a similar mechanic with your own twist on it, totally fine. Spamming the gallery with low quality entries will disqualify all of them.
Oh.
Not completing the submission steps correctly may result in an entry being ineligible, and the judging will be done by Sandbox staff and Towers staff. Game should be at least 5 minutes long, use at least 25 different assets, follow the storyline theme, so it would be good to research Tower stuff. I'm guessing that's what the Tower staff will be judging on, is how many references you make to their IP, things like that. Experience must be created after the start date. Any experiences built for previous game jams cannot be used. Sandbox staff members have the right to remove any entry as they see fit. So this kind of falls into people doing entries that are not at all related, and like maybe you made a cool thing, but it just does not fit the theme, things like that. And then they have all the normal entry rules, the document that you have to fill out to submit. You can still use teams, as always, with all of our game jams. You can have up to 4 members in your team. Can I use other people's assets? This is a big one. This has been coming up a lot lately. No, you cannot use other people's assets that you haven't created or purchased. Using assets created by another user without permission will result in the experience being disqualified. Default assets created by TSB Account 1 and Sandbox Game are free to use. So we're gonna take a look at that real quickly and show how you can figure that out. This is pretty easy. So
hey, Andy Ritchie's in the chat. What's up, Andy?
Hey, Andy. Andy's the person in charge of running these game jams. I see Jazzwolf, Eerie, lots of familiar names here. Sparky Snickle. Hello, everybody. All right, so when you're in the library and you click on any one of these assets, it shows the username of the creator right up here. So this is by Dreaming Car. These Admiral boots are by me. The Alexandrite rucksack is by TSB Japan. The Octohead's mother is by Sandstorm Meetup. The Alpha Alien is by Graffetta. So you can always see who created that there. So if you see those 2 usernames, TSB Account 1 and Sandbox Game, those are official accounts that create official Sandbox assets, whether they're minted ones for sale or the basic ones that come in the Game Maker. You're allowed to use any of those that appear in your account, and you're allowed to use ones that you've created and uploaded yourself, and you're allowed to use ones that you've bought on the marketplace. So
covered all the angles.
Yeah, but we're starting to change the way that added button works, that plus sign. We're making some modifications to that. We're hoping to like improve the marketplace ecosystem, but just know that if you have not bought the asset, uploaded the asset yourself, or it did not come with the Game Maker, then it is not an eligible asset to use. When I say bought, I also mean like claimed or won or was gifted to you. If you own the NFT, you can always use it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the ones that are added but not buyed, you cannot use it. Correct. If you've added it to your inventory, but you did not purchase it, then it's not an eligible asset for you to use. You can always check what your added assets are. 1 second, let me...
Yeah, is there a way to do that to see, to check on what was added but was not purchased?
Absolutely. So if you go to... I'm doing this off screen real quickly to make sure that I don't...
You don't want to dox anything?
I don't want to spill any beans here.
Oh, beans too.
So I go to my entities. There we go. All right. So let me make sure that you can actually see the menu here. It's not hiding behind the chat. All right. So if you go to your inventory, which you can click on the drop down here and go to inventory, and then you go to entities, and under the status filter, go to added. You can see all the ones that you've added. You can see that I've added a whole bunch because I was making stuff for the creator fund. So instead of, they hadn't minted stuff, so I added mostly Halloween assets, actually, because that Halloween thing that I did back in 2020?
21?
I think it was 2020.
Halloween Town 20? Really?
2020. Yeah. Because I re-released it last year, but 2020 was when I actually made it. Not becoming Mr. Pumpkinhead. That was definitely last year. But the year before that, we did a creator fund thing of doing a whole bunch of Halloween related assets. So I have like a ton of assets added to my inventory. So you can see what you've added here, and then you can always go and where's something that's not minted. Yeah, you see the check mark there, so I can like uncheck it, and it will remove it from my inventory if you don't want to see it there anymore.
Okay, that's cool.
So yeah, you can, and you'll see like if it's in your added and it got minted, it might still show up in your added. So like these shoes, like I can't remove it anymore. We're gonna try to fix that, but these are kind of like stuck in my inventory right now. But I don't own the NFT for them. So that's but that's the thing that like you should know what you bought.
You can also go on OpenSea and see what your inventory is. For
exactly.
The there.
That was going to be my next thing. Somebody's trying to express something in Braille there. We're gonna
like a picture of a mouse,
or I don't know what that is. It doesn't show up correctly for me.
Yeah. It shows up as something.
Yeah. All right. So, anything else here? Let's see. Tutorials. So there are tutorials on our Git book. I don't know if there's any tower defense tutorials.
I was going to ask about that one specifically.
Yeah. I would definitely check out. I know some people have made tower defense games in the past. I don't know if anybody made any tutorials on them though. Maybe. Big Papa Duke, I do not own any of the NFTs for the Atari shoes. I wish I did. I cannot send anything on those. Let's see.
Ooh, Andy's saying he thinks Cyber Dragon did one, but if not, then he's going to do a tutorial.
Yeah, I was thinking if anybody did one, probably Cyber Dragon did. Let's see. Game Maker video tutorials.
Would we be able to maybe suggest different tutorials they could piece together as the different aspects of a tower game? Like you were saying, like a monster spawner and...
Yeah, the main thing is you want monster spawners, and you want to be able to do timed release of stuff. NPC pathing. Cyber Dragon did one for NPC pathing. Let's see. Yeah, we'll try to tune in when we stream on Wednesday, because I'll try to gather that up, or just follow us on Twitter, and I'll tweet some out later today after we locate them. I'm at Kamisazi. You can see that in the title.
I will drop it in the chat here in a second.
Yeah, so I will. I'll hunt those down, and give direct links to those tutorials. Hey, Ice Pilot, how's it going?
You know, Ice Pilot's been here for a while, and over time, we got to know each other a little bit. And I got to say, at first I was a little hesitant about because sometimes some of the things they say are a little trolly, but over time I've really gotten to enjoy them. So
Sometimes some
thanks
of the
for showing
things
up
we
today.
say are a little trolly.
That's very true. That's especially me, especially if you're playing a game and you're trying to focus.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of which, let's pull up a game here. There was one that I saw where just the thumbnail drew me in. I was like, what is this? Oh, there it is. I just passed it. This is the GMAE Game Jam UGC 90, A World Without Colors
That
by
thumbnail.
Borisai.
Whew.
Has a very like Cthulhu
Yeah.
looking thumbnail here.
Elder gods.
I'm down for that. Let's
Mhm.
find out what this is about. I'm going in with knowing nothing but the thumbnail. Totally my thing though.
Yeah. It just shows you the importance of a good thumbnail.
It does, yeah. Having a good thumbnail can really attract people's attention. Also, putting colors in your title will help it to stand out a little bit. Sorry about my clanky ice in my water bottle here.
Don't
All right.
be.
Find the TSB team and gather them to make this world a better place. We got a lot of quests going on here. Let's see what this is all about. All right, so we're doing a 2.5D thing. We are a little dark demon child. That's awesome.
Oh, wow.
I'm digging this.
Mm-hmm.
Can I play GMAE Beducted? GMAE Beducted on page 13? I think I saw that one, and we can do that one after this.
There we go.
Sebastian Bourget. Hi there, little Metaversian. Do you have a moment? Why, yes, hello. You look different. Are you lost? Are we like the lost children in Legend of Zelda? Is that what we are?
I don't know, but that intro there, you look different. Okay, let's do this. We're into it.
This world is in dire need of help. I am trying to color this world. Color? What is that? That sounds interesting, but how will you ever do it? Wait, this wasn't for the Monochrome Game Jam, was it? Wasn't there a Monochrome Game Jam?
I don't know.
I feel like they did. I didn't get a chance to play any of those games, but I think Cody and Lozen ran their own Monochrome Game Jam.
You might have.
Colors are what makes this world beautiful. They can carry emotions, tell stories, and most importantly, they are missing here. I'm here with my team. They are colorful too. With them, we can bring color to this world. If you can see them around, give them a hand. Okay, so you are colorful, and if I see other colorful people, I should help them out. All right. So we may be slightly terrifying looking, but we seem helpful. That's nice. Oh, I'm picking up fireflies and lanterns. What do these do?
They just go hand in hand. You put the fireflies into the lantern, and there you go. You got light.
I've got a lantern. Cool.
Taking it. A little difficult for me to see it because of my microphone.
Yeah, it's a little teeny tiny thing.
And I moved it the wrong way. I'm just gonna leave it alone now.
All right. We found Touche. Oh, hey there. Didn't see you there. My name's Touche. You look like you can use some help. What can I do for you? Sorry, I'm deadbeat. I don't think that's... Maybe that's lost in translation. Wish I could find some coffee in this world. Let me look around. Alright,
Maybe
I'm
it's
gonna find some coffee.
It's like a regional thing.
Yeah. Whoa, what is that? That's creepy.
Delay. But yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Alright. We got some coffee. I can't seem to pick it up though. Oh. How do I attack it? Uh-oh.
Whenever in doubt, smack it out. It's how I live my life.
I can't seem to get the coffee. I don't, I'm trying to interact with it.
Talk to Panda
Black
first.
coffee. Oh. Oh no. Yeah, I was so focused on the terrifying face here that I didn't notice the person just dying over here.
You know what?
Just trying to get a glimpse of Cthulhu in the background here, behind the map. And
yeah.
yeah, I wish I could get the coffee. I don't know if that's a
Okay.
bug or if I'm not doing something right.
Talk to Panda real quick. See what happens if you talk to her.
Yeah. Hey, can you help me out? My cat is stuck up here, and I'm not really sure what to do. Can we jump up there? Find a way to get Panda's cat down safely. Oh, wait, did I just make a ladder appear magically?
Hopefully. There's one on the ground behind you.
Oh, is that?
And
I
it
didn't even
moved.
I didn't even see that it was a ladder.
Yeah.
All right, we got Panda's cat. I'm still not seeing how to get the coffee though, so we may not be able to do that one. Hopefully that is not story critical here. All right, I'm gonna keep going. This is very lovely, like in that it reminds me a lot of there's a game where you're trying to like help your sister, and there's like all these dark monsters and stuff. It's very shadowy. I can't remember what it's called. It came out a real long time ago now, like 10 years ago. It was famous for like a spider that like filled up the whole screen, like coming after you.
Okay. Was it a good game?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it? Do we like this game or do we hate this game? Because I don't have an opinion yet, so I'm asking.
No,
for some
I
help
like this
informing one.
game. I'm trying to remember what it was called now. It's bothering me. Limbo. Thank you, Fashul. It was called Limbo. It was, but this has a very similar aesthetic.
IPEC in the chat says you don't have to take the coffee. Quest already completed. I don't know how that is, but that's what they said.
The quest is already completed.
What they said.
Oh, thanks for the coffee. I feel much better now. Well, it wasn't really completed. It was
Yeah.
sort of completed.
It says Cody in a pickle. Does that mean we're gonna find like a a pickle Rick situation going on here, or is he in trouble?
He's in trouble. He's behind bars here.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, it's important to clarify there.
Aha. Oh, we got the key. We freed Cody. Be pyre. Oop, I didn't. I hate it when. So, this happens sometimes. Some people have the asker thing come up automatically, and I'm used to having to press E to interact to make the thing pop up. So as soon as the question pops up, I hit E, which means I do whatever the first response is. Yeah. In this case, it was accept the quest, which is a good thing. I find having the option, like having the speech bubble appear automatically is good. Having the asker pop up after you interact is good, because a lot of people will use the interact for the asker. So if you skip that interact and have the asker pop up automatically, then you accidentally skip the text and you miss that part of the story. So just kind of like a convention thing. You're not required to do it that way, but it helps avoid accidental skipping of dialogue. All right, and get gas canister. Ooh, why'd I die? Oh, the elevator. So put a negative death delay on that, so that way I teleport instantly without thinking that I died for some reason.
That was a little confusing.
I'm twisting the antennas. I accidentally. I think I'm stuck in a. I don't know what the quest is yet. I'm a little stuck in like. Okay, so twist to the right, twist to the right, twist to the left. No, okay. Twist to the right, twist to the right, twist to the right, twist to the left. Hey, I did it, but
But now you're ahead of the quest, so is that going to break things moving forward?
Hope not.
Okay.
Yep, no, I broke it. I can't do it again.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna. So this hasn't taken so long, so we're gonna restart real quick. So just yeah, don't let me interact with it before. Don't let me interact before I can actually do the quest. That's the key takeaway there. I want a hat. Let's do a hat. Wait. Aha. There you go. I'll take a cape.
Oh, you got one of those new capes?
I
I
did.
was wanting to see that on something, so nice. I definitely picked up one of the giant robots.
Yes, I got 3. I was like, I'm gonna use this somewhere.
You know me so well. You literally dropped that in the chat, and within 30 seconds, I had.
It's basically as soon as I saw it, I was like,
yeah. You know.
all right.
I'm gonna drop a link in the chat so that people can see what we're talking about, so it's not just us having
Yes.
an inside joke with each other.
No. There's we should have mentioned that also. There is a new creator fund sale drop going on. Lot of really great items at pretty low prices. This
Really
giant
cool stuff in
robot.
there.
That's whoop-a-doop.
Oh, I've already done it. Boom.
Did you share it? There we go.
Yes.
Let's pull it up
So
on
this
screen
was
real quick.
created by
DM Archer.
DM Archer DW on social media. I'll drop their social in here as well. But man, I am so impressed by this asset. It's gigantic. And I saw something before you dropped the link for me. I don't remember where it was. It was like a video. Maybe they had done something on their social media to promote it or show it. But it is so cool. Everything about it. I'm all over this.
And it's very huge. It's
Yeah.
24 meters
18
tall.
Oh, 24. I thought it was 18. It's even
Yeah.
bigger than I thought.
Yeah. So, yeah. Picked up a few of those. They're very nice.
Super rad.
A bunch of other probably should have checked. Is there a collection? Any updates on the season 3 launch date? Keep an eye on Twitter for that.
It'll be
I
here
will
soon.
not announce it here before it's announced on Twitter. So no, there's not an update on it. It's summer 2022. Summer meaning Northern Hemisphere summer. Market collections. Okay, there's not a collection for this specifically, but if you just go onto the market.
I thought there was a collection for this specifically.
I did not see it.
Oh, 1 second. I never know how to say his name. Is it Gatasto or
Got a stow.
Gatastow? Thank you. They posted a link to it the other day, and that's where I saw it originally. Here we go. Yeah, I got the link for the collection. I'm gonna drop that in there right now.
Okay.
Here we go. And this is a link to the entire collection of all the incredible assets, including the giant robot. And there's the cape that Alex was just wearing. That's in there.
Yep.
I mean, there's some really neat stuff in there.
I'm excited to use this Alpha Alien. This thing is 7 meters tall, but based on like the rocks and stuff here that are floating around it, I feel like it would go well in like a mini game, like a
Okay.
miniaturized game where everything is small. And it its attacks is like throwing things telepathically. It's great.
I can dig it.
Yeah. Yeah, lots of cool stuff. So definitely check out that sale. Some cool creatures.
Candidly, Kristen asks, is it just me or do you have a different marketplace starting page? I think she's asking you, Alex.
I probably have a different marketplace starting page because of my admin privileges. You're seeing what it's going to look like for you in a week or two. I believe what you're seeing is that the World of Women, People of Crypto, and Snoop Dogg's collections are showing up on the marketplace.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Or not World of Women. Is it World of Women?
Moonbirds?
It is World of Women.
Okay.
Yeah. So, maybe this is beans. Nobody told me not to share this. So, I thought this is just what everybody could see. When you go to these pages, it's going to show you the collection. You can sort them like on OpenSea.
That is really cool.
So you got filters. You can be like, hey, I want to get one with a long golden chain, and you can sort by that. And then we can be like, I want a robot type with a long golden chain. And you can say, oh, hey, there's 3 of them.
So I had 2 things that I wanted from the Snoop collection. I wanted something, either a robot, obviously, or an alien. Once again, I think that's pretty apparent. But I also wanted like them to have some sort of an accessory, because I know Snoop is a fan of like comic books. And so I was like, there's got to be some comic book accessories in there somewhere. I really hope it's not just stuff from his music. It's stuff that he loves as well. And sure enough, I got an alien doggy with Cyclops' visor. And
nice.
I thought that was really, really, it was basically the perfect drop for me.
What's that called?
It's Doggy 6995, I believe, if you're looking for it specifically.
699?
6995.
Oh. Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
Cyclops glasses is what it's called. I don't think they could call it visor and get away with it.
Let's see. Filters.
Says, love it, accidental beans. This wasn't accidental. This was Alex just being a generous soul.
And eyes. Cyclops. Glasses. There we go. Oh, there's a bunch of them. 6695.
6695. It could be that. Yes.
Got it. And then it links me to OpenSea. Owned by
Yeah.
Lucas is Right. There we go.
There you go. Yeah, I'm a fan of that one. A real big fan of it, which is awesome because usually when it comes to randomized drops, I don't have the best of luck. But this time I feel like I really did luck out.
Yeah. I was very lucky. All right. So yeah, that's coming to the marketplace soon. People have asked before, like, if you can see the Snoop Dogs and stuff on the marketplace, and
I've actually wondered that for a really long time why we couldn't, and now I see that it's coming.
Well, so the Snoop Dogs are not a Sandbox asset.
Correct.
It's a different contract. So the marketplace is only showing the
ones
assets.
that were minted by the Sandbox specifically from that mother contract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk to Touche first. Get the quest. And now,
Watch out.
right,
Hey.
left. There we go.
Oh, you remembered what you did last time to get it right?
I mean, it was pretty easy. Right, left. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Now. So like Vpire and Elevator are showing up. I would put a distance limit on those so you can't see them from as far away. because right now there's like too much visual clutter. But getting rid of those or not getting rid of them, but having them have a shorter distance for when they disappear will be a little better. Does the World of Women collection there show you the avatars or the original NFTs? I'm not sure. I haven't clicked on that yet.
I said I believe it's the avatars, but I don't actually know.
I think it would be the avatars, but then when you actually click on them, I think it would go to the actual World of Women one. What stats are important to invest in first? I mean, it depends on your play style. I guess intelligence will make you level up faster, right?
I guess it depends on the game as well.
Right.
I'm just gonna say strength. Just brute force it.
Well, it is you asking the question, I think. So, Are you sure? Did you start like me too? A rogue's playstyle is sneaky and requires sleight of hand. Concealed weapons and dexterity is important.
Wait, what's happening? Did we miss something?
I think we missed something.
Okay.
Oh no.
It's dexterity if it's a rogue.
Yeah, but I rolled past your question and got the computer. All right, I need to quit like jumping so far ahead, but you really need to make sure that you're not accidentally triggering quest responses before the quest is active, because then you get stuck.
There's a question in the chat that I'd like to answer or respond to verbally as opposed to just in text.
Sure.
So Bruce Wayne over on YouTube asks, will this metaverse be VR capable? Meta and others allow VR, and this will make the experience way more metaverse-ish. And so, according to what I've heard in the past, there is no plans on the horizon to turn this into a VR environment. And the way that I believe the Sandbox is kind of counteracting that is the Sandbox will also be mobile friendly, which a lot of the other metaverses will not. So while I can understand the desire for that, I haven't actually played any games or any VR games that didn't just have a novelty to them, that once I had experienced that initial novelty, that I was kind of done and over it. So I like the option of having the mobile aspect of it over having the goggles and glasses aspect of it. But Alex, if you want to chime in.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like the goal is for this to be accessible. So, I have VR stuff. A lot of other people have VR stuff, but that is kind of a limiting factor. The mobile market is much larger than the console market, and the console market is much larger than the VR market. So the goal, the Sandbox started as a mobile game, and the goal with what we're making here has not been focused on VR. It's been focused on game creation. There's still, that demand and that draw for VR metaverses, but that's not really like what we're creating here. And I think it was Andy Ritchie actually who he was able to play the Sandbox in his VR headset by making his computer screen be in front of him in VR, so it kind of you put your face close enough to it and then it kind of feels like you're in VR.
I did the same thing. It's possible. It's just
Ice Pilot, but cats are better than dogs. Nice to know you, I guess. But yeah, so it's definitely has a different goal in what we're trying to accomplish here, and the goal of the Sandbox is for user creation, artist empowerment, stuff like that, more so than a VR experience. And we've discussed a lot before, VR is a very specific kind of game environment that what we're building here is not really compatible with. You can't I mean, you can do 2D side scrolling in a VR environment, but it's not going to have the same the first person like VR interactive kind of experience that you're imagining is not what we've been gauging the game maker for.
Yeah, it's just a different world.
Yeah. All right. So dexterity, dual daggers. That is my kind of gameplay.
Really?
Oh yeah, I'm always rogue.
I'm more of the Warhammer type.
I always play rogue.
Okay.
I like being sneaky, sneaking around stealth. Like everybody's like, oh, stealth missions. I don't like it. Like I want all the stealth missions. I will crawl very slowly through a whole grass field. That's how I used to play. Like we would play. One of my favorite memories from summer camp is we played like campground wide capture the flag in the dark, like at night. So everybody's like running through the woods with like flashlights, and the camp counselors were like guarding the flags and stuff, and you'd just be like hiding behind trees and like sneaking, trying to be like a Navy SEAL, just like trying to sneak up on the flag. That was a good memory.
I don't have a ton of positive memories from going to camp as a kid. It just wasn't really my thing. But a couple of the good ones are definitely that camp-wide capture the flag at night. Yeah.
Camp was definitely a mixed bag for me also. You know, kids can be brutal. But that and that's also where I figured out I'm really good at volleyball, of all things. Like I'm bad at most ball sports. I can throw a baseball really far, but I can't hit a baseball with a bat to save my life. Much less like point it in a certain direction. It's just not, like, my brain does not gauge the depth well enough for that. But volleyball, I was always really good at like serving volleyball and playing the back section. I'm too short to play like up front because I can't get up over the net. I'm too short. So yeah. But serving volleyball, that was always my thing.
It's an important position.
What's the question from Moore here?
Yeah, no, I just want.
I'm not seeing the original question.
Oh, they're asking, if I remember correctly, I got it.
Okay.
Here we go. Is asset migration right around the corner? And the answer that I gave was, it's on the horizon and one of the next steps Sandbox is working on. So asset migration, Seb was talking about this the other day. Somebody asked about basically the same question, and they asked, like, what are the steps or how is this going to happen? And the first step was moving sand over to Polygon. The second step in the process was moving the land over to Polygon. And the third, if not the fourth step in the process, was moving the assets over to Polygon. So it's right around the corner. As far as when that's happening, he didn't give a firm date, but it's definitely the next big thing that's happening. Or I shouldn't say definitely, but it's one of the next big things that's happening. Sound about right?
Yes, absolutely. Oh. Again, it was one of those things where the asker came up too quickly. So I accidentally hit OK on it. Oh, that's a nice effect. The subway pulling away there. Oh, it's coming back. What happens if I get hit? It just kind of pushes me out of the way.
Historically speaking, trains are bad to get hit by, but who knows?
I was just curious. So for one like this, as it pulls away, I would avoid it on the other side. Just have a void sitting there, so that way when it gets to that point and just poof disappears. It's very nice the way it disappears into the mist, though. I like that.
Ooh, another good question. What about items we didn't claim? Will they be shifted to Polygon as well? The answer to that question is no. If they were minted on Polygon and they're a claim on Polygon, I believe you have to claim those on... I'm sorry, if they were minted on Ethereum and it's a claim on Ethereum, then you have to claim them on Ethereum. I could be wrong, though. That is creepy. I like it. Alex, did you freeze? Yeah, I think we lost Alex for a second there.
No.
Oh, okay.
That was just me. 1 0.8 after 0.7.
Chronologically speaking, he is 100% accurate. Numerically, chronologically, both actually. Yeah.
There's not a secret passage to follow the train, Clanker. Sorry. I did try going back, but there's a wall blocking.
And they're saying, so anything that on the market right now will remain on the ETH network? No, I don't believe so. I think the assets will all get shifted over, except for the claims. I think claims will stay on ETH, but I could be wrong on this.
No, I think the artists will have to move it manually because it's in their wallet.
Oh, okay. That makes perfect sense then.
I don't think the sandbox can force the assets to be on Polygon, so you'll have to migrate. But I know that with the land, they were giving a sand reward for migrating your land to ETH, so maybe they'll do the same for the assets. Which also means like any ones that you bought, you'll need to manually move over to Polygon.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
I do love secret passages. I think that goes along with my sneaky roguishness. Is if there's like a secret path that gives a better vantage point or something. That's always my thing.
So I'm exploring this collection a little more while we're talking, and there's just so many cool things in it. Like, not Jackie Chan pointed out the exoskeleton by Exoskeleton CF Cyberpunk, and it's literally just a robotic suit around what looks to be a Playboy bunny, and
basically
the robot helper as well. Like this just little purple robot dude. Yeah, CF Cyberpunk. It's so many cool assets in this collection. Will the Alpha Shield be lost if somebody doesn't claim it before Season 3, Alex?
Will the Alpha Shield be lost if not claimed? I don't think so. I mean, I don't know specifically the answer to that, but for all of our other claims, they just sit there indefinitely until somebody claims them.
Yeah.
Lozen's out living her best life here, just chilling out in the sun, all reclined. All right, I guess the last one is me. Hey kid, I'm Alex and I'm studying your world. I'm looking for some wild plants to understand the life forms here better. Death blossoms. Could you help me find a couple? This garden is really big for me to search alone. That sounds like me. I wouldn't want to go out in the bushes here. Let somebody else do it.
I mean, you have allergies. That'll just tear it all up.
Right.
Somebody asked about the Wizzy 10K project. They say, is it still scheduled for after asset migration? They said they have some sand reserved just for that.
Yeah, so the first thing after asset migration is everybody gets their Wizzy the Oranges who are on that list, because that's the main thing that's waiting for is having assets on Polygon. And then so as you know, Joe and I just started a company, so we're a little busy getting that started. But one of the goals of that company is to fulfill all the Wizzyverse stuff, including making games, doing the 10K project. So now I actually have a team to help me with things.
That's awesome.
So that I don't have a specific ETA on that yet, because there's actually something else that I'm waiting for on the Wizzy 10K, and that is trying to see if we can get the Wizzy avatars to also be NPCs. Because right now, if you own a Snoop Dogg, they don't appear in the Game Maker as an NPC that you can place. I would like for Wizzy owners to be able to do that if they wanted to. So if you have, say, 3 Wizzys, you could play as one and then put the other ones in a game that you make and participate in Wizzy-themed game jams using those characters. That's I would like to have that possibility. It is technically possible, but there's stuff that needs to be developed for that, so I'm trying to look into that. Yeah, if we just wanted to go and make the Wizzy 10K project, it wouldn't actually take that long to just blast it out, but there's some specific features that I'm hoping to get underway to make that all possible.
You're just looking for the functionality to be a little more. The experience to be a fuller experience.
I'm looking for a little more utility. More utility.
I mean, considering your position and what you've done for all these years, they make it sound like it's been a super long time.
It has been. It's been 3 years now.
I know, but that's still like in the grand scheme of things, 3 years isn't that long, but it really is a long time.
That's like 2 decades in metaverse time.
It really is. It's like 20 years. But I mean, considering what you've been doing for the past 3 years, it makes sense that you want to add more functionality before, as opposed to waiting for after to kind of try to play catch up, which sometimes isn't possible.
Right. So Carrasco, that's kind of what I was explaining. It's not possible with the doggies right now. Like technically, yes. Technically, they're using that medium human template. They have all those animations. They fulfill all of the like file requirements to be an NPC, but they're not on the asset contract. So they're not. The game maker just does not see them. So my goal is that the game maker would be able to see them and use them as an NPC. Clankers. We just talked about this. No, Wizzy the Orange has not been distributed yet. He's not been minted yet because we're waiting for the Polygon assets to be on Polygon. Are there going to be characters from Crazy Heroes created from the Sandbox to use for the Tower Defense Game Jam? There wasn't anything mentioned about that. I didn't see anything in the article about that. So I don't think so, at least not yet.
There's one question I'd like to throw out there from Medicine Tomas. I probably butchered that, so apologies in advance, but actually it wouldn't be in advance, it's after the fact. Whatever. Are we holders of Wizzies going to have benefit when the 10K collection comes out? That was their question.
Yes, so anybody who has Wizzyverse items, that includes the hats and the Wizzies, also a couple other things like the Peacock Idol and the Wizzy's Windmill, stuff like that, which that was a one of one. So
Peacock
they
Idol?
all
Peacock Idol? What's that?
the Peacock Idol. It's,
was it a land sale?
That item was from the first Creator Fund sale. I still have 8 out of 10 of them because they were kind of expensive. It was actually cool because I got to see it up on those screens that they had at NFT NYC in the Gotham. Yeah, they were popping up on the display screens. I was like, hey, I know that thing. I know
what you're talking about. Yeah.
Let's see. If you go to my profile
on Twitter or
on the Sandbox.
Okay.
Yeah, if you go to any item that I've created and then you click my username, it'll go to my profile, and then you can go to on sale. And I don't know why that's blank because I do have items on sale.
Do you though?
I did yesterday. There it goes. It loaded them, sort of. So they're pushing some updates to the dashboard right now, so some things are kind of freaking out. But the... Maybe it's not... Oh, there it is. So this was not as much money as when I listed it. Sand went up in price a lot. But it's still listed until the end of August. And apparently is not working right now.
There's so many updates going on the dashboard right now. It makes sense that
things
would be
like I think they're actually they're pushing updates live like right now. I think because this stuff was working yesterday.
Yeah. I've definitely seen some things when I logged in where something shifted for a second and then shifted back, and that was just this morning. So it tells me live updates are going through it as we speak.
So I'm not going to reveal too much about the Wizzy lore right now.
Okay. What are you going to reveal right now?
There are some bad guys.
Okay.
In the story, and
villains, if you will.
So there's one of the evil factions is based on peacocks. So that's what is referring to. That's all I'm
If
going
I've
to say
learned
about that.
anything about birds, it's that peacocks are the worst of them all.
Well, anyway, this asset and then all the other Wiziverse assets provide early access to minting for the early access minting to the 10K project. So you'll get priority minting, a priority minting period. All right. I'm guessing this is victory here. Oh,
Hopefully.
new objective, final scene. Make sure not to move after you teleport. Our surprise gift for you depends on staying still. Oh, cool.
I don't know if they really ready for this, y'all.
That was neat.
Let's put them up on game. For real. Welcome to the metaverse. New kids on the blockchain. Count your
I think I did move accidentally. Like, I think I might be too low. But this is still pretty cool.
I would say Andy and Julia look like they're about to throw hands. And of course, once again, I'm always dancing. So
Well, you're missing out on the music right now.
I am. I really am.
This is a really cool ending sequence.
Yeah.
I dig it. Ah! Why?
What? Oh. Oh, are you controlling it right now?
I am now.
Okay.
I wasn't when it was just scrolling. I wasn't in control. Now I am.
Gotcha.
So I'm not sure that I'm supposed to be controlling it in this part though. I think it was supposed to just end.
Oh, I think you're right.
Oh, did I get stuck? I think I got stuck. So I was standing on that thing. I feel like it should have a victory trigger or something here at the end.
Yeah, you're inside of the world right now.
Well, the camera is. I'm standing in a hole here at the end.
Well, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
All right, I can see how that would be confusing.
But no, that was a really cool way to end it. So
Definitely
anyway.
dig it. So did they just drop you, like, let's say this was a layer that was under the top layer, and they just dropped you through that rainbow tube, and that was that, like,
Yeah, and then I landed on this little platform here to my left, and then that scrolled me across. So some ways that I would like and to make that a little more. Oh, here you can see the platform here. Here it comes, because it bounced back. So I would
okay, yeah.
Maybe I can get out. Aha!
Breaking it and then unbreaking it.
Yeah. So
Are you in a different hole now?
so to the left is like the channel that brings me to the end, but then I'm not sure. I feel like there should be a victory trigger here at the end, and I'm not sure why it didn't trigger anything.
Maybe it did.
But anyway, I like that this face is like a recurring motif of like creepiness for like no particular reason. I dig it. I dig
Yeah.
it. So now we're just running around in the space where we're not supposed to. So this means that we successfully colored the world. So like that was a really nice story transition. That the whole game is all like monochrome and stuff, and then you drop through this rainbow portal, which is, you know, because you helped everybody, you've now colored the world, which is why I feel like this would have maybe been for the monochrome game jam almost. Like it
Possibly.
feels like it fits those motifs, but
Really does.
but the fact that they used all the characters like indicates to me that this was made specifically for the GMAE show jam. So some ways that I would like make this a little more consistent, because there was that warning to like not move or it'll mess up the landing and stuff. Some ways to improve it: use a longer platform that left to right, or chain up some platforms left to right, so that way you, no matter how you move, you always land on a platform. use some invisible walls, which I know you know how to do invisible walls because you had to use them to make the whole game itself. But make it so that you're in between invisible walls on the drop. So like there's no way to like escape that. And have some up on the sides here so that way you can't escape this area. Basically like lock the player into like a tube where they have no other option but to like land the right way. Even for like the platform that goes left to right, you could have it be, instead of a flat platform, make it like a whole bunch of like U shapes, and that way the player will always like land like in between an area where they can't really jump out of.
Yeah.
That might not even be necessary, but just just try to keep them like locked in to the right spot. Oh, that's right. Thank you, Jazzwolf. There wasn't a monochrome game jam. There's a monochrome VoxEdit contest. I knew that there was a monochrome contest, and my brain was like putting in game jam for some reason, but it was just for assets for the monochrome group. That's right. I don't know why I thought it was a game jam. What was the other? Oh, and the other thing is just have a victory trigger at the end. For whatever reason, it didn't end here. So I would have it end, and then you have like a nice ending to it all.
Some finality for the people who like closure.
But this was really like, other than like the nitpicky things, like this was great right here at the end. I would maybe put in some more story elements to like the game itself, if you could. Sometimes like the conversations with people, like they're kind of short. But I know that there's limited time to make games in the game jam, so I think this is like a really great start for a game in general, and like the varied quests is very nice. So just like fleshing it out with more stuff to do in those areas in between, and maybe making like some of the things like picking up the coffee for Conrad is just kind of like you just run to it and run back. So it's a very short quest. There's ways you can make that more interesting, like maybe you need to make the coffee the right way or something like that. There's lots of ways to kind of flesh out the quests, but as far as like doing it in the limited time you have for a game jam, this was very nicely put together and a nice, really great aesthetic. So I really enjoyed this one.
Well done.
All right. That exited the whole game.
I did that the other day when I had my first like kind of like hosting stream. I definitely exited everything a couple times while playing games.
Yeah. Clanker says maybe put a secret passage on the train tracks. Ooh. You could do that too.
Wouldn't hate that.
All right. And then I said that we would play the abduction game.
GMAE deducted page. He said page 13 when I scanned Game Genie.
Okay.
Game Dizzy's Genie. It was 9 to 13, but he said 13, so I'm going to go with 13 first.
It is on 13 right here. How about we drop a giveaway?
We can do that. I like giveaways. Do you like giveaways?
I like giveaways.
Oh,
you just got a really big compliment in the chat. Guy with glasses looks like a Vsauce.
I don't know what a Vsauce is, but thank you.
You don't know what Vsauce is?
I don't.
Vsauce is a very old educational channel on YouTube. The guy, Adam? Is his name Adam? Not. I feel like it's Adam.
Let's go with Adam.
Yeah. He's gone on tour with Michael. Thank you. Because I was getting confused with Adam from Mythbusters.
Okay,
so
gotcha.
He's gone on tour with him. They've gone on tour to like do like shows together about mind-blowing things. Like Vsauce is all about like mind-expanding, mind-blowing facts. He does all sorts of crazy like what is the weight of digital information.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is
Like
interesting.
if you like weigh the electrons, like how much does a terabyte weigh, things like that.
Surprisingly enough, that's actually something I've wondered before.
He has a video on it.
Looking into this immediately after the show.
Yeah, no, it's a rabbit hole. So prepare to like watch like 10 hours of 20-minute videos of just mind expanding factoids. It really it feels a lot like a better medicated Bill Nye the Science Guy. Because have you ever like gone back and watched Bill Nye the Science Guy?
Oh yeah, regularly.
My ADHD is like like when I'm watching it, because it's just like it slams you with stuff in the face nonstop.
Yeah, he's actually, Bill Nye is one of the reasons I got into science in the first place.
He seems like a great person.
Yeah.
It's just like going back and watching that, I'm like, how did I put up with that? It feels like when in movies when they do like brainwashing or like disinformation, like that's what it feels like you're watching, because they do the constant cuts and like things flashing on the screen, and I'm just like, it's too much. Just the editing, but in the 90s that was like the zeitgeist or whatever.
That was the thing. That was how because nobody had a smartphone. They didn't have things to distract you all over the place so that you stayed on a certain path for at
back
least
then a lot of
21
people didn't even have internet. So.
Yeah. So they did that to keep
Brain
you
Candy.
interested.
Yeah, Brain Candy. I've never actually watched Brain Candy, but I've seen them talk about Brain Candy a lot on Michael and Adam talking about the show. Not Jackie Chan says, it was how much does the internet weigh? That's what it was, not a terabyte. Obviously, the internet's a lot more than a terabyte.
A little bit.
Yeah. I don't remember what the first Vsauce video I watched was. I've been watching them for a long time. All right, back to the games. GMAE show fan Sarah says, nice. After an exhausting day of work, it's finally time to sit down, relax, and watch my favorite show. Turn on the show and watch the GMAE. Turn on the TV and watch the GMAE show. Oh, we've got some trees outside. Can we open the doors? Not yet.
No.
We got a cell phone.
Digging it.
We're going to watch the show. Breaking news. We regret to inform you that today's GMAE show is canceled. We have reports that all available personnel were abducted by aliens. This is a great setup. Oh, really? Why is this thing happening to me? Wait, I have a friend that was abducted once. Maybe he can help. Just, that's a convenient thing to have in your back pocket. I know who can help me. My friend that was abducted.
Hey, you know what? Everybody knows that guy. Crazy Carl.
Beekman's World. I remember that existing, but I don't think I ever watched it.
I watched Beekman's World.
I remember it existing and I remember the name, but I don't recall ever. And I can kind of picture he had like crazy like Eraserhead hair, kind of, right?
Yeah, it was
Like
all
a
over
little
the place.
Thing, like a big flat top kind of thing.
No, I'm looking at it right now. It's literally just everywhere. It's like Einstein, but
okay, all right.
Yeah, he had a mouse, like a big old rat mascot, and or like a sidekick, I guess I'd call it. I don't remember.
Okay.
Yeah, it was whack. It was like Bill Nye's competitor, so they decided to go the opposite direction and just be like kind of wacky.
So I guess that na is supposed to be kind of like the parents on Peanuts talking, but all I can see is like Blink-182 songs. Like na 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 na. So they were abducted, you say? Yes, we have to do some major something to I don't know if I have dyslexia, but it's like acting up today. I keep on like jumping down to the next line. I totally put major from the bottom line in the middle of the top line. Yes, we have to do something to rescue them. They were going to reveal Major Beans today. Oh no. Alex, an MCR song. Oh, actually, it's funny. The na-na-nas that I was singing was actually an MCR song, not a Blink-182 song. But there are more Blink-182 songs with na-na-nas than MCR songs.
Quite a few.
I have an idea. Let me get to your house. Knock, knock. Go answer the door. Which one? There's 3 of them. Wait, I did... Okay, I did call my friends. My friend. This door?
I'd say if you know multiple people that were abducted,
actually,
I'm starting to think you're the problem.
Why do all my friends keep getting abducted? I should have guessed it would be the one with the outdoor-facing window, because obviously the other doors go to other parts of my house.
This makes sense.
Hi, thanks for coming. We need to get them back. I still have my implant from the time they took me. If we destroy it, maybe they will abduct us to see what happened. So do they... They'll re-abduct you if you don't have your implant anymore?
I mean...
Maybe like,
sense.
oh, this one... They just check everybody and be like, okay, these ones have already been abducted, and where's the fresh one?
Maybe he's keeping it in his wallet, like, as a keepsake.
I'm not sure you'd call it an implant anymore then, but...
I mean, at one point it was inside of you, so what do you call it when it's not inside of you anymore?
An explant.
I'm going to do a quick Google search because I don't believe you.
I mean, I just made it up.
It's a thing.
Whoa! Wow, they immediately abducted us. What? Lucas on camera? Seems like I've missed a few streams. Yeah. just a few months worth of streams.
It was
May?
About a month before
NFT
York?
NYC?
Yeah.
So it would have been
about a
sometime
month
in May.
before. Yeah.
Yeah. Quick, go find them. I'll guard the teleport pad so we can go back home. Take this baseball bat in case they are violent. Just in case. Let's equip our baseball bat here. Oh wait, did I not actually? Oh, it's next to him. That is a big baseball bat. My goodness. That's like a 4-foot baseball bat. It's huge.
Just you wait. You get an even better weapon here in a little bit.
Oh, have you seen this?
Yes, I played this game from beginning to end.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
No, it's okay. I wanted to see your take on it as well.
All right. So at least this is telling me like which direction to go in. Oh, I see Radcon Dad there. It says... Oh, I guess I go to all 3 of them. Given the constant growth of the sandbox, the Archeon Council decided that it's in our interest to have an emissary inside the project. It will be important in our long-term plan to control humanity together with the financial elite. Uh-oh, Lucas. Got it. I'll keep reporting on the human activities the way you instructed me. Lucas, you traitor!
What? What do you mean? They're
Nothing
aliens,
to see
I'm
here.
an
I'll be
alien?
in the teleport room. They're just gonna chill there.
I guess. You should go punch him. See what happens. Did anything happen? Yeah, there you go.
I'm just
Take
murdering
that,
aliens.
reptilian. Yeah,
Just in
murder 'em
case
all.
they're violent. They weren't violent though. Oh, I guess
No,
maybe if I'm
they-
standing here.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't chase after me. Oh, he will defend himself though. He just saw his 2 friends get murdered and he's like, I'll wait till you hit me to know if you're really a threat or not. Can I fall in there?
Hopefully.
It feels like it's blocked off. Yeah. All right, good. They did a good job of closing off the windows. All right. Radcon Dad.
Somebody's asking if they purchase one of the bone daggers, will that be like having something like one of the hats in their inventory for the Wizzyverse stuff?
The bone dagger is not currently connected to any Wizzy stuff, because that was just made specifically for what we were doing on stream. So it is not connected to Wizzy lore. I can't kill these guys. Okay.
No, with that attitude, you can't. I believe in your murder skills, Alex.
Ah!
So wait, I'm a traitor, yet I'm still hanging out on the pad together?
Well, only I know that. The other ones don't know that.
Okay. You should probably tell on me. You know, for the sake of humanity. Unless you want to join us.
Andy Ritchie, this is the best day of my life. Come on, Nina, let's kill some bloody aliens. Oh, no death delay on the Nina, so she falls over dead.
Oh, why did Nina die?
That needs a negative death delay, so the teleport doesn't show her dying.
That was incredibly traumatizing.
Is the Sandbox a DAO, and will there be revenue sharing amongst token holders? So there are DAO things planned. You can always check out the white paper from the bottom of our website. There are DAO sort of elements that we're planning as far as like the ability to moderate content, and there's plenty of like staking stuff. There's staking stuff that you can do right now. There's staking stuff planned for the future, and I hate that URL so much.
Yeah,
because I see
a little spammy, but
I see installers.sandbox and I go, what? And it like, no, that's actually the URL from the white paper. So that link that Lucas just shared through Restream, that is legit. It's just a very dirty looking URL, but it's totally just the PDF. I think all the stuff after it is actually like traffic tracking. Like, I don't think you need after the PDF. I don't think you need after the PDF, like, as it says the Sandbox white paper .pdf. But anyway, so the white paper will explain a bunch of stuff, and yeah. So you can currently do staking if you have Sand tokens or Matic tokens. So we can do. You can still stake Sand and Sand ETH pairs on ETH mainnet. Yes.
But it's through Uniswap. It's not through the Sandbox anymore. So you can still have the pair. You can still hold it.
It was always through Uniswap, right?
The tokens were initially created through Uniswap, but you would secondarily, you'd come back to the Sandbox site and you would restake it through the Sandbox.
Right, and it's not available on the Sandbox website anymore.
The Sand ETH combo is no longer available via the Sandbox website. Like, you can still see the interface for it.
Yeah,
but it still says that it's been closed out. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you go to your profile and click bridge, staking, click the staking one here. I'll take you to this page, and so this is on Polygon. You can do. Oh, it does say discontinued here.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess it would show. It would show if you had any currently, I guess.
It would show if you still had some available. And the reason I know that is because when I cleaned out my Sand ETH pool, when the Matic Sand pool first opened, I left like 1 or 2 tokens in there for the life of the contract, just to see what would happen later on down the road in case there was some sort of a giveaway for Sand ETH holders that wasn't available to Sand Matic holders, but that never ended up happening. But like,
sure. So
recently, once that got closed out, I withdrew then.
Yeah, so then you can stake Sand on the Polygon network here, and you can stake Sand Matic. Like, we don't call it mSand anymore, but it's just that hasn't been updated yet. You can stake Sand on Polygon with Matic on Polygon. So those are available. So I mean, that's not really like a DAO, like that gives you control, but you can earn Sand rewards. So you see, I've got like more than $7 or more than $9 that I can claim, and then you can stake that right back in, or you can use it for stuff. All right, Touche, this is awesome, dude. Did you see if they have some small ship that we can borrow? Wait, go home. No, why? Because you got to do the GMAE show, that's why. We haven't found Joe yet, though.
Was he with Conrad? Is Touche implying you should be leaving Joe behind? Because
no, Touche doesn't want to leave.
Oh, okay.
Touche is like awesome aliens. So there's Touche and Andy. There's Conrad. Oh, that's our friend. That's I was like, wait, who's this guy? That's our friend who's been abducted before. And that's Lucas.
So he came along with you? Yeah, see, Touche says he would never, and I was just gonna say that doesn't seem very Touche-like.
I think
to me.
we piggybacked. So he broke his excuse me. These allergies are like killing my lungs. This our friend, we broke his implant.
Toy.
Yeah. We broke his implant, so the aliens re-abducted him, and we piggybacked on that. I think is how that works.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right.
And we got to go to the other room here. Oh no, they got Cody and Lozen, and somebody. Scruffy. Huh? Is that Julia? I can't tell because they're kind of like descended in. It was Julia. No, don't take my Scruffy. Ah, wait. What happened? They got me too, Scruffy? Oh, I'm so glad you're fine. You got to put those negative death delays so the dogs don't fall over dead. I think this was a valuable experience. Cody would say that, wouldn't he? He would make the best of the situation. Like, this was a valuable experience. Lozen, I'm finally out. I figured it out in 2 minutes that it was just a simulation. They were saving us for later. How can they be so advanced in their technology, but still think like that? Alright, we activated the platforms for the lower level. Alright, we've got a bunch of them saved now.
Somebody in the chat asked, will M-Sand ever get listed anywhere? And I want to make sure that we're addressing this as often as we need to. M-Sand and Sand are the exact same thing. There are not separate coins.
Right.
The Sandbox is no longer calling M-Sand M-Sand. It's just they're just referring it to it as Sand on whatever network it's on. It's either Sand on ETH or Sand on Polygon. But whether it's one or the other, the coin maintains the same value.
Yep.
So there's no reason to specify one over the other because they're the same thing. So just, I understand that it seems like they might be different tokens, but they're not. They are the same token.
Right. Exactly right. So technically, you could say M-Sand is listed on Coinbase and Binance, but it's just Sand.
Yeah, they only hold it on Ethereum.
Yeah, they only operate on Ethereum. They're not operating on Polygon. So you do have to do the bridging, but it's the same thing. It has the same value.
Yeah, there's going to be, like, if you look at my wallet right now, you'll see a different balance for Sand on Ethereum and Sand on Polygon. It's not going to be the same. You still have to bridge from one place over to the other. Let's say I have 100 for the Steve Aoki mint in my Ethereum wallet, and I have 200 on Polygon. It's not going to say, when I look at my MetaMask wallet, it's not going to say I have 300 tokens. It's going to depend on which network I'm in. If I'm in the Ethereum network and looking at that setup, it's going to tell me I have 100 tokens. But if I change the setup over to the Polygon network, it's going to say I have 200 tokens.
Mm-hmm. Beepire says, I offered them my skills as a dragon breeder, and they promised not to experiment on me. Apparently, the Karkarabitek, I think I said that right, egg is very similar to the common dragon eggs, and they use the cows to incubate them in the first stages. What? That's why so many cattle abductions. I always thought they just liked dairy products. Why is it always that cows are the ones abducted? Like, just because they're out in the middle of nowhere so nobody will see?
I guess. I mean, the goat suckers go after them. The aliens go after them. Bigfoot, I'm assuming, goes after them. It's because they're undefended and they're a lot of meat.
Trey says that you actually can withdraw Sand on Matic / Polygon.
You can, but it has to be on Binance. You can because Binance.
Did I not say Binance?
No, you didn't.
I meant to say Binance. Trey's comment said Binance. So I meant to say Binance, but I skipped that part.
It's because Binance isn't Ethereum or Polygon. It's the Binance Smart Chain, so it's a separate chain. So they give you the option of withdrawing from either one.
I do not know enough about Binance. It only recently became usable in my state. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Joe and I both lived in states. We couldn't participate at any of the Binance events because Joe's out in Washington, I'm in Connecticut, and like they're just like, nope, no fun for you. Binance USA is not allowed, and it changed for me. I don't think it changed for Joe yet.
No, I always had Binance USA, but I still couldn't participate in the Binance like things because most of them for people outside of the United States completely.
Oh well, yeah, but even Binance USA things I couldn't participate in. Somebody said that you might be able to use sand on Polygon with Kraken as well.
Interesting. The Kraken I did not know, but that makes sense as well because all of my experiences with Kraken have been you had to convert things to their local currency, so it probably operates very similarly to how Binance operates. Bridging will always be required. Will we see Sandmatic listings on exchanges in future, or will bridging always be required? Oh, that I don't know. I would assume that once the sandbox converts over completely, that it will be listed in that function, but I don't actually know. That's a great question. You still there?
What are they doing to Panda?
Oh.
She's writhing, tortured in pain over there. It's so horrible. It's good use of the climbing animation.
Oh, is that what she was doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's clever. That's really clever.
Wait, which door did I not go through? Oh, I guess I have to do them in the right order. There's Joe.
Hey, we found him.
I guess we're just being nice, saving up everybody else. Experiment probe. No. Why is the probe so long?
Why indeed?
No, not the probe, not the probe. The way Joe comes forward is like, yay, I'm saved.
He was very happy you didn't use that probe on him. I mean, I can understand why. It's bigger than he is.
Oh, no. Joe, but before I go, not being overly critical, but trying to help you so you can keep being better and better as a person and a creator. Okay, with soul-crushing feeling. I walked into the stable where they keep the cows, and there is a collision on the grass. There is actually a collision on the grass. I noticed that, but I wasn't going to say anything because it was just like decorative off to the side. Oh, man.
I'm going to close down that form.
It's funny because it's so true. There is collision on the grass, and I did stand on the grass and I noticed it. I wasn't gonna say anything because it's like up here and you don't actually have to do anything up here, so it was kind of like, oh, it's like out of the way, you don't need to worry about it.
Yeah.
It's great seeing people's like real life personalities coming through here.
It really is.
Uh-oh, why am I just chilling out with the aliens here?
Especially when they're
Release me! Oh no, he's being mind controlled. Nah, just kidding, everything okay here. I've given each one of them the full Wizzy NFT collection, so no torture for me. Hope the others are fine. I tried to negotiate, but you know, they also have to meet their superiors' demands. There I go, being appeasing, like understanding. Like, man, these guys, they're just trying to do their job, you know?
Maybe we should cut them some slack.
Yeah, they got, you know, I tried making them an offer, but, you know, my hands are tied.
Clearly.
We're going to kill them anyway.
Oh, I mean,
Whoa, that one almost killed me. Oh, it did kill me. Wait, can I get these guys now? No, you can't kill all of them. All right, time to teleport everybody back home. I see they used a lot of neural interface in this ship. Maybe if we just think about our homes, we will be teleported correctly. That'd be convenient.
Yeah.
Woo. Finally, I hope they're not too tired and traumatized to stream now.
Never too tired for you guys.
GMAE show starting soon. That was pretty funny. I liked that.
Yeah.
There's a picture Easter egg inside the house. Wait, I missed it. Is it... Oh. That thing? Oh, wait.
What's happening?
I'm thinking there's supposed to be an Easter egg in the house, but maybe you only see it after you, Oh, this is it? I don't know what that is. It's a mountain of some sort. I'm not familiar with this picture. What's it supposed
got
to?
the winner.
What's it supposed to be?
Wait, what is it? 1 second. Don't change the picture. I want to see it. Okay.
It's this mountain or something on from Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Oh, I
get it.
I don't think I've actually seen that.
I have. The movie centers around this giant hill, mountain-like thing. Yeah.
All right.
So
Cool.
alien abduction. There you go. I like that.
It's
That's
a
nice
good
tip of the hat.
good Easter egg that I have not seen that specific movie. I know that it exists. I just have not got. There's so many good movies, and not enough time to watch them all. It's from Hunter x Hunter. What?
I can tell you with extreme certainty that it is not. Actually,
I've heard that that's not actually. It's not. You're not supposed to say the X or something. It's supposed to be like Hunter and Hunter or something.
well
I don't
then
know.
they shouldn't put that in the title then, because I'm gonna keep saying it.
It was a voice actor. So they may have been trolling. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, 2 full games. Both had a lot of good stuff in them. I quite enjoyed both of those.
And we've got a winner.
Not Jackie Chan says, what's funny is that I know that reference more from the Weird Al movie UHF than from the actual source material. First cows in TSB? I don't think so. I seem to remember, maybe not cows that you would have seen.
Wait, why are you hiding cows from me, Alex?
Was more like there was, back before the Game Maker existed, I'm pretty sure I remember there being some cow models that never actually made it to the Game Maker.
Gotcha.
So maybe you could call them the first cows in TSB. I don't know.
Okay.
All right, who's our winner?
There we go. Congratulations goes out to this individual, because we only have 6 Wizzy hats left to give away for the green hat, and this is number 6. So after today, there's only 5 left. So congratulations goes out to Dr. Metaverso over on Twitch. You are the winner of Wizzy's lucky green hat.
Woohoo!
Congratulations, friend. That's a name we see a lot in here. So as I always say when it happens, because it doesn't happen all the time, it's always really nice to see somebody that we know winning one of these contests. Because it's random, so it doesn't always happen.
You know, that may be the first cow that we've seen in a game. I don't know what that. I don't really feel that's significant, but
It's significant to me.
yeah. All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching. We'll be back on Wednesday, and by Wednesday, I think we'll be on a purple hat. Not
What?
sure, because we've got 6 left. So there's Joe's show tonight, and a Monday stream, Tuesday stream. We might still be giving away a green hat next Wednesday.
We might. Who knows?
Maybe.
We're not Jesus. We can't predict the future. So you're just going to have to wait and see.
All right.
Just like the rest of us.
Well, thank you, everybody. Have a great weekend. We will see you next time. In the meantime, I'm going to go try to see who we can raid. So if you're watching from Twitch, stick around, and we'll see what we can find.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for showing up today. Really appreciate y'all.
Hey, Twitch. It's Alex back. I'm not seeing anybody else streaming the Sandbox right now, so sorry. I guess there's no raid today. So if you are a Twitch streamer and are interested in getting raided at some point, make sure to, go live towards the end of our show or something, and you may end up getting raided by us at some other time. Anyway. Oh, Gold? Gold is streaming? Who's Gold? Who's this? Give me their username. Because they're not streaming on the Sandbox tag. Like, they're not showing up when I look at that. Oh, that's what you mean by Gold AU24. Isn't that the element for gold? Yeah. All right. We're gonna raid them here. /raid. All right. Thanks everybody for pointing that out, because I wouldn't have found that otherwise.